Hello from Covenant Life Fellowship, where Ken Porter
That's me.
is the pastor. My name
Yes.
is Bev Porter, and welcome to Bev's Lifeline.
Yes.
Today, we want to talk to you about the miracle of marriage, how two seemingly different people, God can bring them together as one. So different, very different personalities, very much like this water that I have. Oops. And this flower that Ken has. This water would be a representative of who I am as an individual. And this flower is Ken and his nature, his personality. Very different, looks different,
Yeah.
feels different. But when the Lord brought us together through holy matrimony and we had made a covenant with Christ and each other, then the two of us became one. Yeah. And so we brought our very differences and our experiences together in marriage. And, it didn't start out perfectly formed. It really didn't. It was kind of like a mess.
Yeah.
Very soupy, and it's like, I don't know about this.
No
Ugh.
consistency.
There's no consistency. It was a lot of work. And to be able to shape who God wanted us to be and shape the relationship that we had dreamt about. But through a lot of work, through a lot of stirring, through a lot of prayer and meditation, the Lord began to make us one
Yes.
and to shape us. And before you knew it, we really did become one. Very much like this dough that you see here. Perfectly formed, shaped. Yeah?
With consistency, solid.
Solid.
And in our society today, so many times when you look at marriage, we kind of look at it as we do our appliances, TVs, VCRs. Well, VCRs. Who has a VCR? DVDs. They're throwaway items. It's actually seemingly cheaper to just go out and buy another one instead of fixing it.
Right.
And we kind of take that same approach toward marriage, but it's not cheaper. I cannot come to this relationship and say, I want my flower back. I can't do that. That is not only disruptive, but that has consequences. Actually, it has generational consequences. It doesn't only affect you, it doesn't only affect your spouse, it affects your family, it affects your children, it affects generations to come. So we have to be very careful. I am actually blessed and glad to even be talking about this because on Tuesday of this week, it's 36 years for us.
Oh,
and boy, I'm telling you, I am loving every minute of it.
I love you.
I love you. Infinity.
But what happens in a relationship sometime? You can't get your flower back. I can't get my water back. And so what happens is they just decide to separate. And so you just want your portion of the dough.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's not as strong, right? Because we've just separated the portion of the dough, and it just affects, just as you said, so many different aspects of our life. It's generational.
And it's messy.
Yeah, so I have a question for you. It is messy. Look at you. It's messy. Have you, in the course of our relationship, ever wanted your flower back?
That's a good question. I've been extremely frustrated in the process of molding who we are today, but never at a point where I wanted my flower back because I understood and I understand the generational consequences of that. I have had this thought, or maybe you have too, I can do better by myself. But that was frustration talking.
Yeah. I've never wanted my water. I've never wanted to say I want to leave. It was just work, and I knew that it was going to be work. I understood what we represent. We represent a relationship that Christ has with the church. I understood the vow that I I made. I understood that we needed to work.
Mm-hmm.
I got that.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
that.
And if you do it God's way, we have the guarantee, we have the promise that He will never leave us nor forsake us. And you know, anything worth having is worth working for. You learn to appreciate the differences. The greatest thing about Bev and I, about her water and my flower, is the diversity of it. And that is such a wonderful thing to have in a relationship. Who wants water and water?
I want water and flour.
Talk to me, sister. Amen. Amen.
So, the message that we want to leave with you is that marriage is work.
Yes.
You do have to work.
Mm-hmm.
And if you work, God will show Himself strong in
Yes.
you individually and then you collectively. But you got to work. You've got to make an investment.
Mm-hmm.
There are no exit doors, so stop telling yourself that there's a door. There is no door.
There is no door.
Stay there.
Amen.
And you will be celebrating like we're celebrating.
Yes, 26 years, and we're going, 36, I'm sorry, 36 years.
I've been here
10 years more than me. 36 years and counting. And what we hope to make in our relationship and in our lifetime is to make an impact, not an impression. We want to make an impact on everyone around us because we know who and what we really represent is Christ.
It's Christ. So that's what we have for you today. Yeah. Know that we love you infinity and know that this is ministry. Yes. So we need you to
like it.
And we need you to share it.
Well, until next time, we bid you Godspeed. We'll see you. I'm getting ready to prepare for my week-long celebration with my bride. Bye.
Whole week?
A whole week.
Bye.
Let's just start.
Okay. Bye. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye.